Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 13th and final episode of the second season of Bokutachi wa Benkyou ga Dekinai. And yes, it's the final episode. It's very sad to say that, but it is. I mean, we could always hope for a third season. I certainly am. But you never know. Life can be cruel sometimes. But anyway, what happened last episode? I think we're still doing our festival thing, which is getting pretty hectic. People just getting chased after, people wearing the wrong costumes, you know, the usual thing. Yuki was invited to be a part of the Sleeping Beauty performance, which he was kind of late for, but he showed up eventually, wearing a costume, doing what he needs to do. So overall, I'd call the play a success. You know, a lot of people were more than willing to jump up and take the position, though, if he didn't want it. But, you know, in the end, he got it, so it's all good. Hopefully, you know, we can wrap this up pretty nicely, pretty good. So let's see if we do. 3, 2, 1, play. We're starting right off with the yeah, this scene. The indirect kiss, I guess you'd call it. Whew. Get a room, you two. Think it's called a kiss. I can't be sure, though. I've only heard about it in legends. Yes, time to get off, indeed. You can move pretty fast in that costume. Surprisingly quickly. His job here is done. I'm pretty sure you kissed him before you got awoken, but sure. She's pretty good. Yes. The play is now over. It works. It works. Never underestimate her. Yes. That's kind of what I was saying before. I didn't phrase it that well, but you know, she was awake enough to kiss herself, to kiss him herself, like she did it before she would have been awoken, so it doesn't make much sense story-wise, but yeah, everyone liked it. Yeah, back to the Uno, and that's still what matters. Like, she wakes up, kisses him, like, oh wow, you woke me up. That doesn't work that way, Furuhashi. I see through your lies and your deception. Why does this have to be the final episode? Better be a Season 3 announcement at the end of this one. Like, I think we get one more OVA, at least. I think, I'm not sure on that. Whenever I see Sensei just like driving a car, I think of the the police officer high school uniform incident episode, which was still amazing. Like, what? You're just a regular adult. Like, what's happening here? Anyway, back into it. Ditching the costume is a good first step to being safe, because that's what everyone's after, more or less. You want? Are you thinking about kissing that so you can get a indirect kiss? Yes, just an indirect one, like I said. She probably knew who was in there. Don't worry, you wouldn't be the only anime protagonist. Nothing at all, I didn't kiss a girl, why would you even ask that? Yeah, I was wearing it literally the whole time. No problem, just glad to help. Yes, clearly you were supposed to wear the magical girl outfit. I've been doing a lot of things. Just don't worry about it. I was where I needed to be when I needed to be there. I know, right? You don't exactly have the moral high ground here. Yes, the mysterious. I I couldn't tell you. I mean, I could maybe venture, I guess. Oh, yeah, I definitely don't know who it was. Uh, I'm pretty sure she gave it to him. Just saying. Literally nothing. I gotta go somewhere now. Smart move. She had to have known. I can feel it. Somehow. I don't know how, but she had to have known somehow. Who else would get themselves into such a position? Yo! So you have a lot of phallic items to put in your mouth? I certainly approve. Still rocking that outfit, I see. Us, again, approve of. uh... Oh, okay, that's the connection. Okay, that's... Okay, so there is a misunderstanding. Okay, she did not know. I mean, I would have been okay with that for sure, but it's not what happened. Yeah, we're actually gonna tell her. I'm sorry to tell you, Fukashi, but you totally kissed someone else. uh... Oh god, that's a face. So who the heck did I give my first kiss to? Always be careful when you kiss someone in a costume. You can never know for sure who's inside. Maintain that grip. We'll love to maintain that grip on that sensei booty. I don't know, I imagine she could. I would constantly pay attention. Yeah, that's a decent audience. Oh yeah, that would help, wouldn't it? Yeah, a lot of people get the wrong idea about her, but she's pretty great. And back to the udon, which should be successful as well. They did advertise that pretty hard. Like, it's kind of what the whole festival has been about, advertising that udon. Did good work today. Here we go. Everything just kind of works out. Although Furuhashi's a little confused about what happened. Whew. Enough, hopefully. Oh, damn. That's successful business scene. Okay, yeah, I guess we'd have to still leave a decent amount, doesn't it? Maybe we could just have nude waitresses, that might help as well. Probably wouldn't be allowed at a high school restaurant thing, but I'd always try. Oh. Oh. Wow. Is that a proposal there? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, we're all on the same page. It's really what it sounded like. Ogata, whatever your name was. Yeah, I bet it's firm right about now. After that. Oh, wow. Yeah. Uh, just the atmosphere here. Even the small child gets it. Oh, how bold of you, Yuiga. Not everyone. Okay, what are you thinking here, Yuiga? Oh yeah, that's also a good outfit. It's not gonna work. I can try. Okay, now I get what he meant. Basically that couple appeal. Yeah, a little bit, but this is what you'd expect from Yuiga. They're not fooling anyone. Because it's amazing, don't question it, Yuiga. You shut up. Whew. Yeah, I mean, whatever you just said, it's probably right. Yeah, that became a bit more legit all of a sudden. Oh, that's a familiar voice. I would love to. Seriously, can't get enough of that outfit. Tie the knot noodles. Yeah, maybe, possibly. Who knows? Might as well try to see, right? Let's go. Yes, Sasuga senpai. She can do pretty much anything, I'm starting to believe. Couples everywhere. Just gotta wait for someone to just scream out Ryuju Bakuhatsu Shido. But no one's doing it. She also doesn't know that was you, apparently, so. Oh, it's bugging her. Just. The rationalization period. Is that important? Who knows? We're working hard, Sensei, okay? She's slurping up noodles. Please do, Sensei. I knew you were cool. Because we get a lot of udon to sell, okay. We need whatever advantage we can get. And we did sell out. Nice. Indeed. Let's not, okay? She's doing her best, as expected of her. Power of friendship. Don't be that way. Oh, so that's what happened to the actual costume. Okay. At least we found out. Well, I'm sure a lot of people do. I know the feeling. But yeah, like, I'm sure, yeah. That does well enough. They are more than happy to help. Most of all, Yuiga, who really did hard work. Like, seriously. He's gotta be exhausted after today. And for most people, it's not. You had to do a lot. Super long day, like, I think multiple episodes. And that's what matters. Definitely experiencing your youth to its fullest. Okay, we're ready. Some people have been waiting for this. Touch-in. What kind of touch-in do you have in mind? We'll see how this goes. We'll see. The Doki Doki's real over here. Oh, they're gonna push them. And there we go. They're like all gonna be touching him. Or... Okay, what did we end up in? I think he's on Sensei. Well, everyone's on him, rather. But he is on Sensei. Yeah, that sounds about right for a harem. You know, this amount of touching, this amount of girls at the same time. There's no need to apologize. There's no, you did nothing wrong here. Just a freak accident. Everyone suddenly fell over. God damn it. Yes, thank you, Joe, so much for that friendship. Gonna have to eat at least a dozen more udon bowls. Yes, you guys just keep going, don't you? Yeah, let's not do that again. I don't think if you can take it. Who would possibly take that seriously? Oh? Who's this? Whose hand is that? I can't quite tell, but it's gonna activate the jinx. There we go. I still can't tell who it is, though. Yeah. Yeah, can we, like, get better lighting? Just teasing me, aren't you, show? Of course. I kind of had a feeling that's how that would go down. Wouldn't make it clear who he's gonna end up with. And that's the end. Are these clips from season 1? Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. That was amazing. Yeah, these are definitely season 1 bits. Yeah, the accidental fall kiss that Sensei saw. Sensei just still amazing. Of course, so is she. Yeah, the drunk carrying scene. Sekija falling on Ogata was great. There's been a lot of great moments in this show. The hot spring. Oh, whatever that was. Just still love the look on Ogata's face during that darkness bit. Princess Carrion Sensei. Oof. So anything left, or is it just gonna kind of end? Oh no, there's a little bit left. Are we gonna do the second mock interview? I do remember planning that. Yuiga reporting for duty. So what imaginary cosplay will you wear for us today? Everyone knows that a proper interviews are supposed to be like this. You know, checking your watch every couple minutes. how a real interview goes. And by watch, I mean your smartphone. Because it was close to my home. And now I have a harem. It's funny how things turn out. Oh, wow. A teacher can make a big difference. You would make a great educator. All right, that was pretty good. There we go. He lit up. After the Uruk stuff. S170. What was she typing? Oh, just checking her score, okay. I guess it went well for her. A relieved father in the background. Seki Joe. Oh, that's amazing. Little Seki Joe popping out of the window. Oh, dead. Could you move your leg a little bit? Oh well. Say goodbye to school. Oh wow. I'm starting to think there will not be a third season. Starting to get that feeling. Yeah, how much did your English improve? That does not instill confidence in me at all. Oh. Was it a group message? Well, that's a thing. And she does not get any taller, does she? Oh, Sensei, can you give me a lift? Okay, that worked out. Let's go. Are you feeling brave? Well, it's funny how things turn out. We're not in that much of a hurry, Sensei. You can slow down a bit. I don't think you heard him at all. Well, we made it. Thank you, Sensei. And there we go. Now we made it. I love her. I love Asuni with the longer hair. It's great. Oh, what did you even... wasn't even anything to trip on, Yuiga. If this was Tolovru, the skirts would have come off right there. And there we go. Is it trying to imply that she was the one that was the mysterious figure at the festival? Because I'm okay with that. But she's leaving, which I'm less okay with. Because it does seem like it's definitely implying that. Which, yeah. Like I said, I'd be more than okay with that. The end. So, yeah, that is not a season 3, I don't think. And that's to be very different. But anyway, that was the 13th and pretty final episode of Bokutachi wa Benkyou ga Dekinai Season 2. yeah, I mean, we finished up the festival. The udon thing was still very much a relevant plot point, where we just made a lot of progress selling that because we kept advertising it at various places, you know. I think it was mentioned at the idol performance and stuff like that, and a little bit at the play, I think, got some of that as well. But anyway, just did good work advertising that, and just did pretty much whatever they had to do, like pretend to be a couple and then come across as a bit more of an actual couple, and Asumi helping out her own way. And we also had the Furuhashi stuff where she's like, apparently, because I pretty much took it as a given that she just somehow knew it was Yuiga, and that was almost true. Almost true. She thought she knew it was Yuiga, or rather, she thought she knew. How do I phrase this? She had a reason why she believed that a person was in there that she knew. Like, she had a reason. There was some logic in her believing somebody was in, that she knew the person was in there. For some reason, I can't get this into a coherent sentence, but hopefully you kind of get what I mean. Like, she thought she knew who was in there, right? And I just thought that was Yuiga. But it wasn't Yuiga. The person she thought was in there was Asumi, who was not in there. You know, she's okay with kissing her because, you know, they're both girls, so it doesn't really count, and, you know, it was a costume, so, and they're friends, so it's all fine. There wasn't a big deal. It was a good way to kind of get out of that situation. However, it was not Asumi. It was not Asumi at all, so it was kind of funny when she was trying to thank her for all that. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I did not do any of that. Then Furuhashi's standing there thinking, wait, who the heck did I kiss? What did I do? What random person did I give my first kiss to? She just didn't know what to do. So that was pretty funny. But when she realized that, just kind of broke inside. But we know it was, you know, we know it was Yuiga, and Yuiga knows it was Yuiga. So, you know, possible for her to have found out at some point, but probably not. Let's see, Yuiga eventually ditched the costume, you know, which is for the best. And we had a little bit of romantic stuff with Ogata, with the noodles and stuff, and just kind of sitting there. Ogata kind of doing a bit of an unintentional proposal type thing, which other people kind of picked up on, just she didn't quite realize what she said there. But yeah, that's what kind of inspired some trying to a bit of couple appeal to try to get some more customers, and, you know, that went decently, I guess. And then we have this little mid-card thing where it's like, I'm here, oh mom, there's Kana. And then it's like, please refer to season 1, episode 3. I can't remember that far back, but you know. It's just like some level awkward Yuiga was when he was trying to pretend to be a couple with Uruka. Because, of course, he would be, you know, that's his character. Uruka's still wearing that amazing outfit, by the way. Which is great. Asumi helping out, you know. And then it was eventually nighttime and time to do our fireworks, you know, jinx thing. And once that came up, you know, you had all the wingmen trying to push, you know, the respective girl into Yuiga, which is ended up a big old harem pile, basically. And it was a false start, too, so didn't even count for anything. I do like how Sekijo just ate a whole bunch of udon because she wants to support, you know, her bestie, so that was great. We eventually found the prince outfit, which I'm glad, because I was really wondering what the heck happened to it, but there you go. It would just mix up with the haunted house costumes, so, you know, that's fair enough. Okay, let's see. And yeah, everyone just their eyes lit up as soon as the fireworks announcements came up. That looked like a very enjoyable pile to be a part of. Like, Yuiga was like in a perfect spot, really. And they got a little, I like how the harem members got a little bit angry at the people that pushed them into it, you know? Just like, especially Ogata's line, that was mean of you to suddenly push me, Sekijo. I hate you. I love how blunt and how just kind of blunt that was. Straightforward. Like, how could you do such a thing? And then Furuhashi just kind of made it into just kind of tacking that on to the resentment for the Sleeping Beauty shenanigans. So, I don't know, I just enjoyed all that stuff. And we had this bit here, which was a mysterious hand grab, basically the legit one, not the false start one, where somebody very clearly held hands with them during the start of the fireworks, so if the jinx is a real thing, it would activate there. However, it's really hard to tell who it was. Like, I'm trying to look at it here to see if I can if it's kind of clear. Like, I know it heavily implied it was Uruka later on, but I want to see if I can kind of tell from here. Like, yeah, it's really hard to tell because of how shadowy it is, but I could believe it was Uruka. Uruka, definitely. But, yeah, definitely trying to make it where you couldn't quite tell there. But, I mean, it wouldn't be Ogata. It definitely wasn't Ogata, not with that hair. Sensei, I think, has too long a hair for it. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's not quite as bad as, like, that quintuplets anime, whatever it was called, where it was very hard to tell who was who. I'm still pretty sure I could tell who was who in that picture from the flashback. I mean, people said you weren't supposed to be able to tell, but I could kind of tell who was who. Just because their individual personality quirks and the position of the picture. I could tell who at least half of them were in that past picture, but anyway, that's completely off topic. I do like how we get the flashes of Season 1 during the credits rolling. It was great. Because there was a lot of really nice, memorable moments of Season 1. And we even did the second mock interview, which Yuiga did much better at. Which, yeah, I mean, I'm not an interviewer, but if I was, I'd probably give him full points for that performance. You know, he was able to answer the question pretty well. Mentioned, you know, the past and influence and what he wants to do, why he wants to do it. It's just, you know, I thought I did great. And he said he wanted to be educated, which makes a lot of sense because he's clearly great at it. Like almost everyone that he kind of tutored in this show was like, wow, you're great at this. I very much appreciate what you're doing for me, you know? So it seems like a pretty easy choice. You know, everyone seemed to have passed what their you know, their exams. Yeah, you had Furuhashi jumping up and down. You have Asumi out there looking happy, looking at her phone and all that. And then we just have some random guy in the background who I'm guessing did not pass. Oh, there she jumped. Okay. Then we have Ogata up next here. Yeah, it says notification for passing the entrance exam. So yeah, she passed too. The father didn't think so though because she didn't seem that excited, you know. But everyone deals with. We had Sekijo. I love Sekijo. Just the cheapest Sekijo coming out of the little thought window and just flailing her arms around, the eyes closed. I just holding the past paper. I don't know. That really hit me pretty hard with the adorableness. I mean, Sekijo's already like my favorite side character, so I love that. But yeah, everyone seemed to have passed just fine. Then we had the bit with Yuiga, and the sister's like visibly much more nervous than Yuiga is. But you know, Yuiga was pretty happy, and then sister just kind of passes out. Leg just in a slightly wrong position, avoiding a panty shot. Then they all just kind of walk away from school, saying goodbye. Yeah, just very well done little exiting montage there before epilogue. And it says, yeah, the next year, so time definitely passed. Uruka looking pretty good there. I think her chest might have grown a little bit, but it's hard to tell. But yeah, Uruka, it's still questionable how much her English really improved in that period. Which I do like Ashimi brought that up. She just says, I'll get by with feelings. I mean, she said feeling in English, but, you know, just, I feel like her English has not improved very much. Which is understandable because it's very difficult to get good at a second language. Like, not the kind of thing you can do in a few months, you know. But as long as she keeps at it, I'm sure she'll improve. That's one nice thing about learning a second language is that you can't really fail at it as long as you keep going, you know. Yuiga ran into a bit of trouble though. Got a lift from Sensei. I got a lift from Sensei that he barely survived as usual. But appreciated, you know. And then Yuiga just like runs up there and slips on literally nothing, which, you know, that is a bit of a contrived little scenario here to have an excuse for somebody to help him up, you know. It didn't bother me that much though, just a little bit. But there we go. We got the hand. Because I currently have the image of the shadowy figure in my head still, and I want to compare it to that. Like, side-by-side mental image comparison of it. And yeah, it definitely looks about the same, so... I mean, her hair is a little bit longer here than it was back then, so I don't know, it's hard to say. Because the hair of the shadow figure did look a little bit longer than what I thought Uruka had, which is the only reason why I'm a little bit confused, but they were quite clearly trying to imply it was Uruka there. So I don't know. That's what I'm gonna go under, anyway. It's just still very sad to see her leave like that. I'm sure we'll see her again someday. Well, Yuiga will. I don't know if there'll be any more, I don't know if anime will carry it any further, but in their universe, I'm sure Yuiga will see her again, Oshimai near the end. That was the episode, so yeah, I thought it was pretty good for the most part. No real complaint, aside from, like I said, a little bit of contrived scenario to give some excuse for Uruka to help him back up. But yeah, it felt pretty final, felt like an end. Like it didn't feel like not an end, so I don't know. I don't know what else to really say about this. It was the second season. I thought it was good. Like I always have trouble kind of remembering what happened in what season, so it's a little bit difficult to kind of talk about such things, but I thought it was comparable to season 1 as far as how much I enjoyed it, for sure. Just not a lot to say on it exactly. Just I enjoy the show quite a bit, Pretty much every girl is likable. Some of them I like more than others, of course. Like Ogata is a little bit lower on the tier list, but I still like her. And the upper tier list has a lot of the girls in it. Asumi, Furuhashi, Uruka, Sensei, like all 4 of them I like quite a bit. Like I would have trouble kind of placing where them on any kind of tier list. So it's really it's not super common to have a harem anime where so many girls are realistic best girl candidates, So, and even Sekijo is not even a harem member who's freaking amazing, and other side characters that just are less amazing but still very cute looking, So just very good in the girl department, which is all that really matters in a harem anime, if I'm being honest. And yet some harem anime kind of fail at that, oddly enough. Like Tolove I mentioned earlier, that is also an anime that I love quite a bit because it has a great cast of girls, Like I love most of them pretty much. Yeah, that's all I had to say. The season did have some good character development, though. Some stuff I do remember that happened specifically in this season was the Furuhashi stuff, because that was fairly recent. We had a lot of great development with her character, dealing with her family circumstances and whatnot. So that was really good. Of course. Aside from that, I can't really remember too much what happened in this season, what happened in the previous one. But, regardless, it was a good season. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's good to see everyone kind of improving, in their studies and stuff, and Yuiga kind of definitely realizing that he is cut out for this, He is a good educator and he wants to pursue that further, and he clearly is going to, and I'm sure he'll do well with it. Everyone's off kind of doing their own thing, going to college, pursuing what they want to pursue, which they worked hard to be able to do. And really, yeah, I mean, what more could you really ask for with kind of a finale? It just kind of sucks because this does feel like it's the end, Like there would be no more, aside from the OVAs that take place before this. Otherwise, I don't really see there being any more of the show, which is just sad to think about, but everything does at the end eventually, which is sad to say. But I don't know. It's not like it's impossible for there to be, to cover the future, but it just feels unlikely, is all I'm saying. But regardless, even if this is all we really get as far as story goes, I can be happy with that. What I got here was great. This was one of my favorite anime of the season, I mean, it's kind of weird to say that when it's the second season, but it's still, regardless. Anyway, but of course, let me know what you thought of it in the comments section below, and hopefully I'll see you in future videos if you like these ones. So, thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.